Bob, I think you mentioned a few changes in that cold front that you were talking about?
Yeah, a lot of changes, big changes too, and it looks as though we're going to be in a pattern of cold air. Now, I was at Publix earlier, and the ladies at the deli were having kind of a debate between whether they liked it or they didn't like the cold weather. And I believe Donna liked the warm weather, and Gwen didn't. So there's some controversy there.
I think a lot of people are feeling the same way.
I put a little poll up on my Facebook page if you want to answer that too. Do you like it in the 80s? Do you like it in the 60s, right? I mean, after a long, hot winter, I mean, summer, we could appreciate some cooler temperatures around. Tower cam not showing any problems as far as that goes. We don't have any fog here in downtown Sarasota, but indications are that the fog may be around, and it looks as though we could see that rather thicken up a bit tomorrow. So again, here's the Van Wezel webcam showing you a nice night tonight and a nice sunset once again, as it has been all week long, with beautiful clear skies out there and a gorgeous shot, as you see. Right there at the end, nice pinks in the sky. And as far as the photos, well, this one coming in near the Van Wezel. Margie Kraft sending this one in. Nice framing there with the palm tree and the sun just getting ready to go below the horizon. Lots of rain to the north of us, and it looks like Atlanta could get up to an inch of snowfall on Friday. Mainly looks like Friday night. This is a frontal boundary. It's rather stationary right now. It will eventually get a push down to the south and be in our area on Saturday. The best chances for rain will be late Friday into early Saturday morning, and then things should clear out and turn much cooler. We're talking temperatures to be much cooler on Saturday and on into Monday of next week. It's 69 right now with the temperature and dew point all the same. That makes the humidity at 100%. And winds are calm. The pressure 30.06 inches, and that's been holding steady, but it's a little lower than it has been, and it looks as though it will get out of here as far as that high pressure goes and allow that storm system to enter into the picture on Friday. The high today was 80 degrees, 6 degrees shy of the record set back in 1994. This morning's low was 61. That too running high. No rainfall, and it's been dry so far for the month of December, and it looks as though that will be changing too. We could see some areas get up to an inch of rainfall, I think, before it's all said and done. Temperatures right now, low 70s. Everything's pretty uniform. Waterleaf and Parrish now 69 degrees, 68 Laurel Oak, and the Meadows at 69 degrees. Northport, you're at 70, the same as Venice and Inglewood. Port Charlotte now at 69 degrees. Well, Futurecast is showing that this rain kind of just stays right along that frontal boundary. A little piece of energy will move along it and move down from the north and eventually kick this front our way. But we're expecting snowfall and kind of a rain-snow mix in West Texas tomorrow. And you'll see that kind of spread off toward the northeast in time on Friday. And there it is over the panhandle of Florida and into central portions of Georgia. There's still some uncertainty exactly how much you're going to get. But then look at this. It really sets up for a Friday evening, a late evening, and into the early morning hours on Saturday rain event. Some of that rain could be heavy at times, depending upon where it sets up. Now, this is one forecast model showing and suggesting that we could get a lot of rainfall where that front has been sitting. And then we'll make the break and see some heavier showers moving here on into late Friday and into early Saturday morning. This is through Saturday. An earlier run showed the heavier rainfall here, and now it's shifted down to the south. So although this is depicting rainfall amounts up to 4 inches, I doubt that, but I think we'll see it definitely inches, maybe an inch and a half in some isolated areas with this whole system. So some much needed rain on the way. Some lake effect snow is occurring now into western portions of New York near Buffalo, and had a little bit of snow shower activity there, stretching up toward Watertown and places to the west into Michigan, Sault Ste. Marie, as well as into Traverse City, getting some snow. Look at these temperatures now: 10 in Minot, 18 in Minneapolis, 28 in Chicago, and then you factor in the wind chill. It feels like 5 in Minneapolis, 16 in Chicago, and Kansas City, which had 60-degree temperatures last week, now feels like about 16 degrees. And as I mentioned, this is a trend that's going to be continuing for the next 10 days. This is a 10-day forecast, and it will get even colder, I think, late next week. We're talking highs maybe only in the upper 50s next week, like late next week. Morning fog possible. Southeast winds turn to the south at 10 knots, and we'll have seas running 1 to 2 feet with a light chop out there. Tides on your screen. The next high tide will be at 128 and a low tide at 10:18. The forecast tonight: partly cloudy, some fog, 66 for a low. And then tomorrow, look for the fog in the morning, partly cloudy, high near 80 degrees. So another warm day tomorrow. And then still warm on Friday. Showers moving in on Friday afternoon, Friday night, and Saturday morning, clearing and turning cooler. And then we get even colder mid to late week next week.